One lady that, a very famous lady in the culinary industry, those days, she ordered some stuff from me, some pastries, and I was so happy that this lady has come to me to order stuff because I really respect the industry. So she came to pick her order. She called me back a day after and said, Sally, I liked your thing, but I didn't feel the spring onions in it. You didn't add spring onions to it. This recipe doesn't ask for spring onions. I said, yes, ma'am, I'll add spring onions to it. And I started adding spring onions, and it changed the whole thing. Everybody liked it that way.
Hello and welcome to Springboard, your virtual university. My name is Albert Ocran. Welcome you to Ghana's foremost developmental program and that place where the greatest minds in the world converge. Springboard is brought to you by the Springboard Ratio Foundation in partnership with the Enterprise Group, MTN Ghana, and the Ghana Growth Program, a collaboration between Mastercard Foundation and Springboard. This program is also celebrating women on this very special day as we embark on a journey throughout this month of March, just celebrating women for who they are and what they contribute. I have a mother, I have a wife, and I have a sister. So I lump them together and celebrate 3 generations of women. Do you have a woman in your life who has made an impact on you? Join us as we unveil women in leadership in this very special month of March. To set us on our journey, we have somebody that we truly respect here at Springboard, a woman who has broken through that global $150 billion market for desserts. Did you know that desserts are such a big thing across the world? Let's find out how she built the Dream Desserts business, where the idea came from, and maybe just how to find the inspiration to take that little dream God gave you and make it a global phenomenon. Auntie Sally, good to see you. Welcome to Springboard.
Same here. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure and an honor.
The blessing is ours. After many, many years, this is actually the first time we've had you here.
Yes.
Her full name is Sally Mercer Quagraine. We all call her Auntie Sally. I sometimes actually forget the real name. Do you find that many people who deal with you don't even know your full name?
Many people. Absolutely. It's Auntie Sally. Yeah. That's how it is.
Yes. Let's start with how the inspiration came from to go into desserts. Was it always desserts or?
Yes, always desserts. It came on, I think it was organic. I really didn't plan to start it that way, but it came on that way. What happened was I started having my babies, and going to work, had become a problem because of nannies and daycare and that kind of stuff. And I've always loved to bake, because all along in my life I kept buying cookbooks, tools for baking, utensils. So I had quite a stash of stuff. So, I was baking at home anyway for Christmas, giving out cake as gifts for Christmas and stuff. So it just dawned on me, why don't I just, go into a business because it's a passion. I really love to bake and cook. So I thought, let me just go into it. And then around that time, I'd come back from the US. Around that time, there weren't too many cake makers in Accra. I can name about three ladies that are outside of the hotels who make cakes for a living. So I ventured into it. It was very difficult at the beginning because there was this stigma, people think that when you're doing something with your hands, working with your hands, it means that you didn't do well in school. And so there was this stigma. And my family, I can say now that then they weren't too excited. Even though they loved the cakes that I made, they weren't too excited. But then I was happy with with what I was doing.
It's okay if you give it out as gifts, but not as a career.
Not as a career.
The perception then.
And it's still, family and friends, they still want to have cakes as
free.
Gifts. They don't want to pay. They still want to have cakes. Everybody expects gifts, cakes and baked goods when they see you. Oh, you didn't bring anything.
I know, right?
Yes,
Good friends are the ones who pay for it.
Oh, yes, they do sometimes.
The genuine ones who pay for it.
Sometimes. So that was how it started. And I thought by working for myself from home then, I would have the time to take care of the children and, but I thought wrong because I really plunged into a deep abyss. It was a lot of work.
Wait, is it a demand?
The demand.
Was it quality driven or both?
Both. The demand and then the caring for the children. Also, juggling the home front and then the business front from home. I can remember those days. Sometimes my Christmas turkey would go in the oven on Christmas Day at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which was like, when is this thing going to get cooked and we have dinner or supper, whatever. So it went on for a while, but it was quite successful. And everybody was involved. There was the support from family. They were all, helping along. And then the children as well, very well behaved. They didn't give me a lot of problems. So, it just grew naturally. Then it got to a point, I realized this thing was too big for the house now. We have to look for a place. And so we ventured out looking for a place. We got a place in Osu. And then Osu was quite the place to be.
I know, right?
Yes. It's shifted now. But the old ones, the OGs are keeping it going. And we got a place in Osu, and then I started working there commercially with outside of the house. Yes, so I wake up in the morning, I go to work.
How did that change your lifestyle?
Oh, very much. It became my life. It became my life, absolutely, because I wake up in the morning, see about the house, see about the children, and then I go to work. And sometimes I'm there till very late. I remember those days at Christmas. Sometimes I slept over there. I slept in the shop because I wanted stuff done properly.
What were you doing before you left and went into baking because you thought it would allow you to take care of the children? What were you doing?
I was in the US and I was doing marketing, customer service, sales. That was what I was into. I trained as a journalist from Ghana, but then marriage took me to the US. And so when I got back, I didn't want to go back to the corporate world because of the children. And so I started working from home. Like baking from home. And then it just snowballed into something else.
So the day you slept in the office for the first time at Christmas, trying to meet people's orders, did you think about what you had run away from and see that you had run from frying pan to fire?
Several times before that. Because sometimes, I miss the children's PTA meetings. Sometimes they're performing and I get there and they finish the performance, But they understood.
So for those who say they want to do their own business because they have more time for themselves, what would you tell them?
It's an illusion. It's an illusion. You just have to structure your life plan. There's no way you can go into, unless, of course, what you're going into isn't much of a demand. But if you're in demand, definitely, and you have to have an understanding husband, an understanding family and friends. When sometimes they invite you and you can't make it, they understand that, because of this, you can't come.
Out of your first ideas you shared, you opened up our 7 boxes, and I must explore all of them.
Yes.
Let's start with the first one.
Yes.
A talent being turned into a business. Talk about it. For somebody who has a talent who says, I don't really know whether this thing that I do for free can earn me an income and look after my family, what would you say to them?
It's God talking to you. It's God telling you, God leading you on a path. You know, it looks dark and cloudy, and you seem lost, and you think you're going crazy because what kind of idea is this? But I think if there's a need for it, before you even venture into it, you will know that you are in demand.
What should you look out for?
Look out for people looking out for you.
Wow, I like this.
Yes, you know, look out for people looking out for you, because I didn't advertise. You know, I was home in Kanda. I mean, and out of the blue, people start coming looking for you. You see,
so when you say would that be your mantra?
Exactly.
Okay.
And so it leads you on. It leads you on. I started making desserts. I didn't think of making wedding cakes and birthday cakes. Just desserts, because I realized when you go to parties and, you know, functions, the desserts will always be cake and ice cream then, you know. So I just thought that there's more to this dream desserts world than cake and ice cream. So I explored.
Okay.
I explored, you know, read a lot. Those days there wasn't the internet. So I did a lot of reading, buying magazines, buying books, and trying out recipes. And then I was giving out a lot of cakes and desserts just to sell myself in a way. And, you know, customers came calling.
So you've touched on turning a talent into a business. You've touched on exploring till you find your niche, because you say you must be bold enough to do something that you specialized in, and not necessarily do everything. So this whole wide food market, you felt desserts were the thing because there was a bit of monotony and you wanted to break it. Did you succeed?
I think I have. I don't have, I have the satisfaction. You see.
How important is that?
It is very important. It's important for, I think, your well-being, to be content, to be happy, to be at peace with yourself. You know, that when you are just comfortable, you're comfortable. You know, they say that, you know, being comfortable isn't always good. You always have to be, you know, but, you know, when you're onto something and, you know, the thing is leading you on, and you're happy, I think that's success, not necessarily making tons of money. The money comes, but the satisfaction of knowing that you're doing something that is bringing you joy and peace of mind.
What is the role of your personal faith and philosophy of life in driving how you think?
It's faith and belief that God's hand is in it, because, you know, he's given us all gifts to help mankind in a way. You know, someone is good at building cars, someone is good at building houses, someone is good, and so we all have talents. So I think mine is making desserts and baking. I love to cook. And
Let's talk about the stigma. And I like how you mention it, because interestingly, you think that years after you persisted and broke through and built a business, that stigma is still not completely eradicated. We spent 3 years here at Springboard doing what we call the Ghana Growth Program, just throwing light on people doing stuff with their hands in agriculture, agribusiness, somebody processing cashews, somebody doing coffee, somebody doing desserts, somebody doing, and especially young people and young women.
Yes.
And our main focus of this program, in partnership with the Mastercard Foundation and other partners, is to break that stigma and change mindsets of the people themselves and the community to say, listen, there are people who have built amazing careers out of this. So believe in what you are doing. Would you call that a just cause?
It's a just cause, you see, because all these things that we do colonial masters do them too, but for some reason there's this perception that you doing things with your hands or doing something menial isn't noble.
Right.
I don't know if that's the right word, but I think But with time, it's changed now, it's so inspiring.
It has changed.
So inspiring because I see a lot of people making cakes and doing desserts and things, and it gives me a lot of joy.
Because it blazed the trail.
It gives me a lot of joy.
It's interesting. Once I was in London when I was staying with an auntie of ours, visited a family and spent some time with them, and they had a plumbing issue, something to do with a connection somewhere. And this guy came there and spent, if I won't be, I'm not exaggerating, more than 10 minutes. And then he gave them a bill of £80.
Yes.
And after he left, the whole argument for the next hour was that, Charlie, we've gone to school to get a letter. 10 minutes.
Is it worth it?
The guy just charged them £80 for that, and we're talking about
that's it.
But somehow
how it
the
is.
perception is that he's just a plumber. But he really, and I mean, the authority with which he was talking, because he's a master in his craft.
Exactly.
So the confidence of knowing that what you are doing is solving problems and you are earning income to take care of your family should be enough.
Oh yes.
Let's go into the transition from home to office. Because if you've built a business from home and everything you do, I mean, you can bake a little bit and bath a child, go and take care of the child. And then suddenly one day you wake up and you have to travel to the office. What new patterns of behavior must the person learn when the business moves from home to office? Use experience to guide us.
I think it's discipline.
Help us to understand.
Planning and discipline. I think it is, you have to, discipline yourself and know that it's no more child's game. You are in the big leagues. I mean, you have to pay rents, you have overheads, you have to pay staff. So what happens at the end of the month if you haven't done anything? So it's discipline and planning. And luckily for me, work and home weren't too far apart, Osu and Kanda. So I had a bit of luck in that. But if the distance is quite long, you have to discipline yourself. And I remember my girls were in school at the younger ones in school at Faith Montessori. They were opposite us in Kanda.
In Kanda, yes.
And then suddenly they moved to Bawe.
I remember.
And we also moved to Lashibi.
Yes.
And it wasn't an exciting time. And so there was a bit of a conflict because we had to wake up very early, either go to Bawe in the morning or catch the bus, and it was hectic.
I'm sure you'd have a lot to move, but Faith was so good then. You're like,
you
were the late.
Just across the street.
Yes.
And sometimes we are late. Santiama will be there waiting for us.
The school daddy.
And school daddy. Oh, how I miss them.
Yes, very, very good people.
Very good people. Yeah. Very good people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we scraped through. We scraped through.
So for people who are trying to build businesses, juggling family, juggling community, friendships, and church, other things that you do, and then also investing yourself in the business. This golden triangle, how did you succeed in managing it?
We still juggle, but then you need the support of a family, your partner, your siblings, I mean the extended family as well, to help you along. My mom has been my biggest cheerleader.
Wow.
My biggest cheerleader, yes.
So let's celebrate it. It's a whole Women's Month.
Oh, yes.
This is an International Women's Day, but we are doing a whole International Women's Month. So mention your mom. If she's listening, I'm sure.
Diana Collingwood Williams.
Oh, Auntie Diana. Very, 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 very good friend of mine. So Auntie Diana, this is also a celebration of yourself, even though you're not in the studio. Just the fact that your name has come up as a big cheerleader. We must celebrate you so that the world knows how you've contributed to shaping all of us and making us who we are today. So I join your daughter in celebrating you and thanking you for what you have done and continue to do. It's a blessing.
Oh, yes. She'll come to the shop and she'll be looking around and she'll say that, I don't think this thing is in the right place, or you should do it this way. And, she always gives the best advice. And listen to her, you'll be good.
So my mind goes back to people who are trying to do business, especially when it starts from home, who don't have the support of the spouse or the parents or the children. That can be a very tough one.
Very difficult. Yeah, it's very difficult. It could even lead to, breakdown of relationships. All because it's very trying. When you don't understand each other, it's very trying. It's very trying, but I guess I've been lucky, so I thank God.
Yes. When you talk about counting your blessings, I'm sure that's a
Oh yes. I have the support. I have everybody's support.
Don't worry, you have our support here at Springboard. All right, so let's take a little break to allow you to catch your breath, drink some water. When I come back, I'm going to be exploring the different levels of business and the demands they place on us. You've done this for decades, a couple of decades. So I'm sure that the challenges at the beginning are different from the challenges after 10 years and after 20 years. Let's explore a bit of them to try and help the person who is starting out to understand what to expect as they climb the corporate ladder, especially as women, especially as business people or entrepreneurs, and then the food industry. This is Springboard Virtual University. My guest, Auntie Sally. That's what we all call her. We'll continue to call her Auntie Sally. All of us are auntie. So she's helping us to understand the Genesis, the Exodus, the Leviticus, the Numbers, and the Deuteronomy of dream desserts, and how it's become a household name. The solutions it brings. I mentioned earlier on that the dessert business is a $150 billion global economy. It's expected to hit 200 billion by the year 2030. Are you in that nexus? Are you in that business? Are you in that industry? If so, listen carefully, because something you hear today could inspire you to build your own dream business. When we come back from the break, let's find out how to climb step by step all the way to the top. Please don't go away.
Aye. Sorry for left.
Hey, you gonna explain tire?
Let's all join the ride to make our nation great and strong.
No stress. Submit your insurance claim online in just seconds on the Claims Express portal. Simply upload your national ID, cost estimates, pictures, and more to get started. Submit online, track progress, and get paid fast. Skip the paperwork and get back on the road with ease. Visit claimexpress.enterprisegroup.net.gh for easy claims and quick payouts with absolutely no stress.
Enterprise, your advantage.
Learn something new every week and be inspired by innovations, impact, and success stories of individuals making strides in the agricultural, agribusiness, technical, and vocational skill sectors on Ghana Grows Ejuma with Arabakumson and Yabitha. Join us this and every Thursday on Facebook at 7 p.m. at Ghana Grows, also at Comfort Ocran A and at Albert N.E. Ocran. On Fridays at 4 p.m. on Joy 99.7 FM and on Sundays at 5:45 p.m. on TV3. Ghana Grows is an initiative of MasterCard Foundation in partnership with the Springboard Roadshow Foundation. If you are a young person and you want to be a part of our various interventions, call or WhatsApp Ghana Grows call center on 0308 255 775. Follow us on all our social media handles. Ghana Grows Ejuma. Hope Day.
Welcome back to Springboard, your virtual university, and to this amazing conversation with Auntie Sally of Dream Desserts about building a business, especially in the food industry, and in her case, specializing in desserts. She's been helping us to find out or understand and appreciate the beginnings of the business and the dynamic of growing it with support of family, and also the transition from home to now an established office setting. We'll come back to Auntie Sally to get some more understanding about how to press on when the challenges begin to rear their heads. They see their ugly heads. That's what they say about them. This is brought to you by the Springboard Roadshow Foundation in partnership with the Enterprise Group, MTN Ghana. And the Enterprise Group would like you to know that a big one is coming soon. It's called the Enterprise Spotlight. Just begin to look out for an opportunity. If you have an idea, maybe in desserts, maybe in food, maybe in dressmaking, maybe in shoes, maybe in processing of food, anything. If you have a business idea, find out how that idea can be given a boost to become the next dream dessert. So look out for the Enterprise Spotlight. It's just going to be a very special one right here on this show. So which destinations are covered in the Enterprise Travel Insurance is a question for the day in your Enterprise Advantage tip. And the response is European, Schengen, all countries, including the Schengen area, and then worldwide, global coverage, excluding your country of residence, in this instance, Ghana. Find out more about this travel tip by calling the Enterprise Group, and the number is 030-263-4704. Email info.trustees@myenterprisegroup.io. Enterprise, your advantage. Right, so let's come back to you, Auntie Sally. Mm-hmm. When I mentioned the challenges and their ugly heads, you smiled. What are some of the early challenges you observed in your journey to build a business? You mentioned people coming to eat free, wanting to eat free, but that's quite a daunting one.
Yeah.
Which other ones?
But what happens is maybe it's a birthday, so you kind of make something to give them. But then they'll come back to order for friends.
Okay.
So then that's how
business.
That's how you do the business.
So you cast your bread upon the waters.
Exactly.
And then you find it after many days.
I think for the beginning of moving to Osu, that was around the time that we had the water crisis, the water, the yellow gallons, and then electricity, So it was really, really tough. So we had to, plan and know that we will have electricity at this time. So if you have anything to do with electricity, you better do them around that time, within that time, and get it ready. So when the lights go off, you still can do the work because you've already...
And if you went halfway through, just when the thing was almost...
It happened a few times, but then my mom, again, she was in Yaniba, Yaniba Estate, so we pack our stuff and
don't tell me.
Go to her house and finish whatever we're doing. She was a lot of help there those days. Because I think we were on different grids or something. Sometimes we won't have light, but she would have light. So we just quickly move over to her place and finish what we started.
As long as the client is happy, you've done your work. Let's talk about standards. What battles did you have to fight? Because sometimes in your industry there are people who think, just anything goes. What's the big deal about trying standards? You say this is not good enough. Let's put it aside.
So important.
Did you face challenges trying to get
very
people to
much
think
so, especially staff.
Yes. Let's
Very
talk about
much,
it.
especially staff, because they come not trained. The training for what we do isn't common here. I mean, we are not a dessert culture. You see, it was one of the reasons why I ventured into, because I realized that we weren't a dessert culture, going for have tea in the afternoon and kind of stuff. It wasn't common. So that was one of the ideas, or the reasons why I went into this line of business. You have to train staff, and you've written everything down, and they just don't follow what you've put down.
Why?
And so you have to be there all the time. They make mistakes, and this kind of mistakes costs money.
Lots of money.
And clients. So staff training was a big problem.
Did you sometimes have challenges with training people, and just when they get to know it and you think you can rely on them for the next couple of years, and then they leave you?
I steeled myself against that, because I guess because of having nannies and house helps and things, I knew that thing is there. So you kind of feel it when they want to leave. You sense it from the way they behave, their attitude and things. So the moment I start seeing that, I will start making plans for when you leave. And it's been like that.
But it must be very taxing on you.
It's very, very taxing. Very, very, working with them. It's very taxing. I was just telling the old lady the other day that I'm going to look for a business that I won't have to work with anybody. Just work.
I'm sure she laughed.
She laughed. She said, okay, you can employ me.
Oh, you don't mean it. She said, you don't mean it.
She said, employ me.
I'm sure for those who know you, they say, every year you say you're stopping. The next year you're back again.
Oh, every year, every day, sometimes. It can be stressful. But you see, that's why you have to love what you do. Because when you've finished with your product, and the client's feedback, it gives so much joy and satisfaction. So it just keeps you going.
Tell me about client feedback. Tell me about projects you did, things you handled, that clients came back and spoke about locally, internationally, and made you feel this is it.
All the time. All the time. Once a while, you get a client who is not too happy with something. You take it in your stride, and you learn from whatever things that you didn't do right. But it's a good feeling to have clients come back and say, some people come back and, they come back with gifts to thank you for what you did for them.
That they paid for? That
they paid for, yes. That they paid for. It happens. It's as if, you are a member of a family. There's a wedding, and then they, all the gifts that they give out, then they package yours and bring it to you as if you're a member of a family or you're an invited guest. It's just because they're happy with what you did for them.
If somebody were to ask you about the role of technology, because in my days, I mean, I'm seeing in my days as if I used to bake. But when I got to know about baking at first, you literally are holding some, isn't kneading whatever they beat the cake to pieces.
Yes.
They beat it till it becomes smooth. But how do you do several hundreds of pounds with like that?
It's the machines, like the technology. It's the machines. You have to invest in equipment to help you along.
Tell us how you adapted to technology and business.
It wasn't, for me, it wasn't difficult. It wasn't difficult. I started small at home. So I had my little mixer that I was using. And as we moved on and, we kept upgrading, with bigger machines. So we have industrial mixers and stuff. Just so when big orders come, we are comfortable. And so it's just planning ahead.
Do you find yourself sometimes using AI to see the new trends in your field as well?
No, the AI, I haven't reached there yet. But
one day I'll come and show you. I'll come and sit with you and show you.
I see it, and I just quickly.
go and sit by you and show you.
Scroll it away.
No, don't.
This AI thing.
Don't.
I'm just okay with the Instagrams and the WhatsApps and the what else? That's about it.
I make you a solemn promise. I'll come and visit you. And over some cake and tea.
No problem.
Introduce you
to AI
and how you can challenge the concepts and ideas you are using right till you be converted.
Sometimes clients will come with pictures. When you see the cake, you see the design, it's AI because it's just too perfect. Like it's too perfect.
And they want the same thing.
Then I'll tell them that, you know what, this is art. So we can't really give you this exact same thing, but we'll work as close to it as possible. Then I'll tell them that it's AI. They say, I say, yes.
Yeah.
No human being can do this. I mean, it's too perfect. It has to have a little, and then the picture and everything is so perfect, you see. So the AI thing is there.
Tell me about the role of so-called impossible clients in helping you to improve.
I thank God for them. I thank God for sometimes it's I guess it's ego and stuff. You someone coming to tell you what you've done for them or what you should do to improve your work. But at the end of the day, if a customer is not happy with something, there's something there for you to pick, to learn, you see. So I'm always happy to get that kind of feedback, just to help me improve. Right. I thank God for them.
So the feedback of a client is a chance to amend and to adapt to suit what they expect from you.
Exactly.
To keep the client.
Exactly.
If you reject that feedback,
exactly,
you run the risk of losing that client.
One lady that a very famous lady in the culinary industry, those days, she ordered some stuff from me, some pastries, and I was so happy that this lady has come to me to order stuff because I really respect her in the industry. So she came to pick her order. She called me back a day after and said, Sally, I liked your thing, but I didn't feel the spring onions in it. You didn't add spring onions to it. This recipe doesn't ask for spring onions. I said, yes, ma'am, I'll add spring onions to it. And I started adding spring onions, and it changed the whole thing. Everybody liked it that way.
Wow. Just one person's feedback. There you go.
She was like, there's no spring onions. So don't worry, I'll add spring onions.
You could have been angry.
Oh, yes.
You could have argued.
What's this lady coming to tell me this is not how it's done? But I took it in my stride and run with it. And
is humility more powerful as an enabler of progress than we sometimes assume?
It is. It is, especially when you're riding high and you think you're all that, and then someone comes to tell you, I don't know, it feeds you with, where the pride feeds you with so many things. So it's good to be humble, especially when you're up there or you have people telling you to calm down, ground you. I think humility is important.
Let's talk about the corporate world. Let's talk about not just the producing, but the management of people, meeting people, boardrooms, accountants, meeting, just that whole world that you didn't think about when you started the journey.
Oh.
Tell us about the dynamics of power and everything in that space.
So it got to a point when I get into any kind of this kind of situations, I just tell them that, if you want us to talk about flour and sugar, I'm here. I will ride with you, but anything else, you have to help me along.
Which is part of the humility and also part of your specialization.
Yes, just to let you know that,
where your strength is.
Where my strength is, yes.
Do you surround yourself with people who complement your areas of weakness?
I surround myself with encouragers.
Why? I already asked why.
I surround myself with encouragers because there's a lot of discouragement. You know, sometimes things happen and you feel down and you're discouraged. But you see, if you have people around you who are also doing their businesses and they tell you about what they're going through and how they've surmounted the problems and stuff, I think it kind of encourages you to stay in there and hang in there, that it gets better. And it does get better.
Have you had a low moment where you felt this is it?
Oh, several times.
Tell us about it, because everybody thinks you're so fine, there's nothing to worry about.
No. It's the staff. Staff is a problem. Sometimes you get exasperated. Staff is a problem. But we just get on with it. It's life. You just get on with it. If someone gives you too many headaches, you have to let them go and move on. Mm-hmm.
Is it difficult to build a business?
It is. It is. But if you have something good that you're selling, you have something good that people want, the people will help you along.
How old is Dream Desserts?
About 30 years.
Where did you find the strength to do the same thing for 30 years?
Because I love what I do. You know, sometimes when we close, we've finished an order and it's all there and we're just walking out the door, we finished, and then I'll tell them, wait, I'm going back there to do something, change something on the design that I've done, and they all look at me like, this woman at all, what is this? We finished the thing. They're going. But you see, I'm so consumed with what I do. Sometimes I'll be in bed and I'll be thinking about the thing I did the other day. What did I do? I don't think I did it all 100% correct. And so if the order hasn't gone out yet, I'm thinking of going straight to work the next morning to go and change what I was thinking about in the night. So that's...
You can actually recall something and start it afresh.
Not recall, because it's gone out already.
I mean, like, stop something from going and do it afresh.
Oh, yeah, if you have time.
Wow.
And I keep telling my staff, like, if there's a mistake, let me know. We'll sort it out. It's best that we do it here before we take it to the client. You know, with them, they think that if they don't let you see it, then it's... But I tell them that, look, the buck stops with me. They don't know you. So let me see it. And if it's okay, we're good. If it's not, we just quickly do something else.
Do they think you're difficult?
Oh, yes.
Did they say behind your back or your face?
Oh, yes. They're always looking at my face to see my reaction. Mm-hmm. They think so, but I know I'm not, so I don't mind.
Well, they won't agree with you. If somebody asks you what is the biggest secret of Dream Desserts, what will you say?
I'll say is the passion, is the love for what I do. That keeps us going.
And how does that reflect in their products?
Oh, very much. It does, yes. It does. I keep telling them, whatever you do with love. It will show. It shows.
Explain that.
Yeah, because when you are happy or you love what you're doing, you do it well. I keep telling them that, look, you've done this thing. If they tell you that Jesus is coming today, make a cake for him, will you do it this way? So do it the way you would want to serve Jesus. That's what I keep telling them.
And do they get it?
They don't get it. They don't get it.
Why?
They don't get it. I guess it's my passion. You see, you have to try and bring them along. But for some of them, they are just there because they want to make money. They have all kinds of different needs.
If someone wanted to start out on this business, and came to see you for advice, if somebody is watching us on TV, listening to us on radio, watching us on the internet, and wants to become the next big dream dessert, and they are listening intensely, what would you tell them?
I'll just tell them to keep going, because it's not easy. It is not easy. If it's your passion, you just have to keep going. There are rough times, but keep going, and keep believing in God that He gave the passion to you. He gave the talent to you. He'll help you along, and pray for good people around you.
What skills have you learned along the line that you didn't have when you started 30 years ago?
Oh, so many.
Tell me about them.
So many. Well, different ways of making sweets, making desserts, making cakes. Ways of cutting time. I mean, baking with less time that you would normally. A lot. And I guess patience.
It's big, the kind of work that you do.
A lot of patience, yes. So things that would have phased me before I started this business won't faze me now. Because I know at the end of the day, something will work out.
You've seen it all.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Have the tastes and preferences of clients changed over the years?
It has. For now, it's geared towards healthier things, healthier food. So everybody will say, we want cake, but not too much sugar. You see, but with cake, you need a certain amount of sugar to make it light and delicious. You need a certain amount of sugar. So I tell them that, I even from way back, I cut down the sugar to the barest minimum. The breaking point where I know if I go any further, I won't have cake. I'll have rock bands, So I cut it down to that. So it's not too sweet. But if a person with a sweet tooth is it, they'll say that this cake is not sweet because it doesn't have sugar. But now it's accepted. Now people like that.
Is baking a science?
Oh, it is. Even though I am not a science student, I know baking is. Yes, because it's chemistry, it's physics, it's biology, it's all that. You see, because you have to weigh your stuff. You have to make sure the cake doesn't tilt over. Physics, you are mixing sugar and egg and flour. It's chemistry,
You're making calculations.
Making sure that your eggs are not bad. Biology, it's science. You have to be measuring. I ask myself, if I had known that, I'll be measuring and weighing.
So what do you do when you're in school? Oh,
it was literature.
Wow, look at that.
Literature, geography, but it all helps.
I'm telling you.
It's a rounded kind of education that I think we don't have now.
I love literature. My mother used to be a literature teacher. So I read and I still read.
Yes.
I see you still do too.
Oh yes. So
tell me, those who believe that what you learned in school is exactly what you should do for your career, what would you tell them?
No, it means they haven't found their passion.
So once you find a passion, you find some literature in the cakes, find some geography in the cakes.
Yes, because when I started Instagram, with the pictures, you have to have some context, some stories with it. And, I coming up with stories all the time. And I was asking myself, if I hadn't done this, would I be able to do that? So...
A journalistic background and all that.
Yes,
all that.
Yes, absolutely. It helps. Geography and history and all that. Yes, it helps.
Tell me, do you find that your international clients have different preferences from your Ghanaian clients?
Because we are not a dessert-eating people, a culture, it's more one way. until maybe you introduce something new. But with the international clients, they come and they ask for things that we wouldn't normally, serve here or sell here. That's it.
So they make more demands on you?
Oh, yes, and I like that.
Okay.
I like that because it doesn't keep you still. Because when you keep doing the same things over and over and over again, once in a while I introduce something new to my repertoire. And
do you sometimes travel to international fairs to see what's going on, what's new in different countries?
I do. I've been to a few places. Yes.
You come back with new ideas to come and grow the business.
Oh yes.
As we wind down on this conversation, Auntie Sally, what would you, 50 years from now, when somebody looks back at what Dream Desserts has stood for, what would you like them to think and see?
I would like them to say that here was a company that started making fancy desserts in Accra those days. If you want something special, you go to Dream Desserts. I would like them to say that of Dream Desserts.
And then by that time, it's in Cape Town, it is in Algiers, it is in Morocco, it is in Azerbaijan.
Hallelujah.
Amen to that one. Auntie Sally, it's been just an amazing time sharing this
Thank you so much.
Celebrating you on as we mark this month dedicated to women and what they do. Here at Springboard, we are just excited about what you've done and what you continue to do.
Thank you so much.
This is just to give you a thumbs up and to say keep doing what you do.
Thank you so much.
I hope you enjoy this time with us too.
Oh, absolutely.
Right, so let's do this again.
Yes.
Maybe that time inside your factory where we can see the action going on.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
What will be your closing thoughts for our listeners, especially young women, on the occasion of the International Women's Day series? What will be your thoughts? Look into this camera and talk to a young lady who's trying to figure out her life.
I think that the culture now is to make money. You see, that the patience to build something and reap the benefits of having built something and being happy or being joyful that you've been able to create something is not as common now. So I just advise for patience, people to be patient and keep going. It's not easy. It's not easy for all of us. I mean, it's not easy, but you wake up with a smile on your face and thank God, and you have a God factor, and thank Him and have Him lead you.
And this is the priceless advice of Sally Mercer Quagraine, also known as Auntie Sally, the CEO of Dream Desserts.
Thank you.
And you've been our guest on this edition of
Springboard
Virtual University. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you too for joining us on this expedition. I hope it has been as tasty as my time with Auntie Sally has been. I've learned so much about the business transition from home to the office setting, growing it, technology, friends, loved ones, and how all that has fed into the business she's built in 30 years of doing the same thing because of passion and consistency. My name is Albert Ocran, thanking you on behalf of the Springboard Ratio Foundation, our partners, the Enterprise Group, MTN Ghana, and everyone who's working so hard to make this the experience that you love. Let me thank our media partners, Joy 99.7 FM, Joy News Television, and the Graphic Communications Group. To all of you out there, keep doing what you do, loving what you do, and doing it to be a blessing to humanity. And to the women out there, we just thank you for being who you are and celebrate you this whole month. Join us again next week for another exciting edition as we look at women in leadership. This is Albert saying, God bless you, and God bless you.
Aye, 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 aye. sorry for left.
Hey, you gonna explain tire?
Let's all join the ride to make our nation great and strong.
No stress. Submit your insurance claim online in just seconds on the Claims Express portal. Simply upload your national ID, cost estimates, pictures, and more to get started. Submit online, track progress, and get paid fast. Skip the paperwork and get back on the road with ease. Visit claimexpress.enterprisegroup.net.gh for easy claims and quick payouts with absolutely no stress.
Enterprise, your advantage.
Learn something new every week and be inspired by innovations, impact, and success stories of individuals making strides in the agricultural, agribusiness, technical, and vocational skill sectors on Ghana Grows Ejuma with Arabo Kumsin and Yabitha. Join us this and every Thursday on Facebook at 7 p.m. at Ghana Grows, also at Comfort Ocran A and at Albert N.E. Ocran. On Fridays at 4 p.m. on Joy 99.7 FM and on Sundays at 5:45 p.m. on TV3. Ghana Grows is an initiative of MasterCard Foundation in partnership with the Springboard Roadshow Foundation. If you are a young person and you want to be a part of our various interventions, call or WhatsApp Ghana Grows call center on 0308 255 775. Follow us on all our social media handles. Ghana Grows Ejuma,